Hi and hello guys. Today in this video I'll show you all as to how you can control your NeoPixel LED strips or the DotStar LED strips using the Blink app. So without any delay, let us get started. For this demonstration I will be using this PCB that I designed by myself. I have been using this for most of my home automation projects. So if I remove the VMOS D1 Mini off the board, you can actually see a chip beneath that. This is the logic level converter. So this chip converts the 3.3 volt logic levels of the VMOS D1 Mini to 5 volt logic levels, which can be used to trigger relays, control LED strips, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I got this PCB fabricated with the help of JLC PCB. I have been using this service for almost all my prototyping work and for other projects that I do. And one key thing that I like about their service is that you can track the status of your PCB in real time. You can actually see the state of the manufacturing process in the PCB order menu. Okay, say if you are interested in designing your own PCB or manufacturing your own PCBs, you can probably use their service. I will leave the link for their service page in the description of this video. Now that you are watching this video, I hope that you know as to what the Blink app is or what it does. Say if you are new to all this, let me give you a brief into what the Blink app is. Say this Blink app was developed by a group of people, got kickstarted some couple of years back, and this is predominantly used for home automation, IoT projects. You can read temperature values, control relays just from your mobile phone. Okay, so after downloading the app, say if you have an account already with the Blink, log in into the app using those credentials. Otherwise, please do create a new account. So once you log in into the Blink app, you'll be presented with the screen. Click on that plus icon and the new project. Give your project a name. After giving your project a name, click on choose device, and from the device list, choose the device that you are using. In this case, I'm using a VMOS D1 Mini. In your case, it could be something else. So choose the device according to your usage or use case. After that, tap OK. After choosing the device, leave the connection type as Wi-Fi. Down below you have an option to select the theme. Either you can use the light theme or and then choose create. Once you create the project, an authentication will be emailed to your address which was used for registering with Blink. In the project window, click on the plus symbol or the plus icon that you see at the right top. In the widget window, just scroll down and you should see a RGBA widget or zebra widget. Select that, tap and hold until you get dots in the four corners. Drag those dots and resize the zebra widget as per your interest or liking. Okay, so once you do that, tap the zebra widget once more. Okay, so this will open up the sub menu where you need to set the pin numbers. Just a point to note, have the output type set to split only. Do not set the output type to merge out. So tap on the box that says R and pin, set the pin type to virtual, and then set the pin V1 against the R value. Now set subsequent pin numbers V2 and V3 for the G and B boxes. Okay, so now the preliminary configuration is done. So that's the preliminary configuration that you need to do in the Blink app. I have written the scripts for both the NeoPixel and the DotStar LED strips. So all that you need to modify in the script is the Wi-Fi user ID or the Wi-Fi SSID and the password credentials in both these scripts. And then for this project, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using a VMOS D1 Mini. So these pin declarations are for VMOS D1 Mini. Say if you are using some other board, you need to change the pin numbers or naming conventions according to the board that you are using. Also, my strip has got 30 LEDs, and so the num pixels is set to 30. Once again, you can change the number of pixels according to the number of LEDs on your strip. Okay, so once you make all these changes, you can connect your board to the computer or PC and then compile and upload the code onto your board. Okay, so now just a thing to point out, so both these LEDs have a specific order of the green, red and blue pixel arrangement. Okay, the pixel arrangement may be RGB, GRB or some other arrangements as well. Okay, so these order of arrangements between the green, red and the blue pixels might change. If you know the specification of your LED, you need to change that in the script. Otherwise, don't worry, I will show you as to how you can fix that as well in the Blink app. Okay, so once you are sure that your board is connected to Wi-Fi, click on the play button like icon at the right top, and this will run or activate this project. So once the project is active, you can scroll the circle around the widget, and the color change will be reflected on the LED strip. Say if you have got the order of the pixels wrong in the code, that is, instead of having RGB if you have got GRB, or instead of having GRB if you have got RGB, you need not fiddle with the code again. You can make the changes in the app itself. Just tap on the widget again, go back to the screen where you set the pin values, and now change the pin values. That is, set G to V1 and then R to V3 or B to V1 and G to R3 as per your pixel configuration. Try this out until you fix the color pattern of your pixel. Okay, so once that is done and once your pixels have been set up perfectly, you can start changing the colors and brightness of your RGB LED strip. Okay, so that is pretty much it, guys. So that is how you can control or use the addressable LED strips with the Blink app. So I really hope that you find this video useful and informative. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.